We're gonna do this real quick. Oh. This is the worst. Alright. Okay. No, it's been so long. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Oh. Hello everyone and welcome back to Synthetic Lover. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, links are in the description. Or if you don't want to miss any videos, subscribe. Turn on notifications by clicking bell icon. We would love to have you here. That just sounded gibberish to me, but you know, we'll go with it. I don't remember. It's been a while since I recorded anything. Pixel to pace. Why is he in such a hurry? I can't remember what we're doing. That's my bad. If you want to know what happened in the previous part, watch that. Or watch from the very beginning. I have a playlist. Is he already back to his usual self? I wonder if he thinks he'd smooth things over and could go back to being difficult.
Terrence?
Keep up.
Are we being followed?
We need to pass through this area before rush hour starts and hordes of office workers flood the area. There's no getting out of here with the crowds.
Okay.
We're already leaving?
Not exactly. Let's just say the scene can be overwhelming.
That's an interesting new bit of That's a new interesting bit about Terrence. Uncomfortable in crowds. I personally don't know how I'd feel.
Hey, are those two biots over there? Can we talk to them?
I refer to a pair of extravagantly dressed individuals heading out what looks like energy drinks at the corner of the street. They look completely human, so my question was a shot in the dark.
Those two? Yes, they are.
And he ignores the second question completely.
How can you even tell?
Some of them are less convincing than others, but it's mostly in the facial expression. Humans possess a self-awareness of sorts, very subtle, but extremely easy to identify for someone who knows what to look for. Biots usually don't.
I wonder what that implies. Are other humans as good as Terrence at seeing the difference? Were my patrons at Dollhouse able to see the difference? Did they want to?
Is that how you spotted me at the Black Orchid? Since I didn't have it?
Oh, no. Far from it.
Then do I have the awareness thingy? And is that why I'm so interesting to you?
Ah! I don't know.
Ian, you make it sound so... never mind. Biots are my field of research, and interesting to me, in general.
That's not what I meant, but I'm starting to believe that maybe he's only interested in unique biots. I'm an anomaly, malfunctioning. Maybe that's why he is attracted to what's happening to me. He acts all courteous, and professional. But what's he really after? He hasn't let me close enough to find out. Though I admit that the distance only makes me want to know more about him. As my awareness returns to my surroundings, I glance at Darren, who is staring at me.
Can I help you?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I was just checking in on you.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this isn't the first time he's stared at me like that. Oh? This curiosity mixed with caution and slight longing in his eyes. Is it what I think it is? Or am I completely and utterly out of my mind?
You know, if you want to hold me, all you need to do is ask.
Ian!
What? Oh, how humorous.
So, why are you staring? I don't have something on my face, do I?
Your face is just fine as is.
Then what is it, Mr. Foss?
Wait.
A hand clamps over my mouth. It's tender but firm and smells faintly of jasmine. It surprises me and I look around, jerk away, focus on the feeling. Let's see here. I would have looked around. Here we go with the friendship pushes again. Focus on the feeling. I feel the rush of heat at the thought of him touching my lips. It's an intimate gesture that feels intense and overwhelming. Terrence doesn't seem to be on the same page with me, though.
Keep looking forward and stay behind me and quiet, okay?
Oh, great. We are being followed now. Huh. I nod and the hand lowers. That's too bad, oddly enough. I was really starting to enjoy it. Terrence takes a deep breath and starts walking again. At this point, I'm dreadfully curious about what he's worried about. When I look forward as commanded, I see it. 4 burly men in GL patrol security uniforms, each well armed and sporting a high rank insignia. As soon as I notice them, they notice Terrence, causing them to stop in place. He gives the guards a nod as we pass them. They nod back, which doesn't strike me as odd since they work for the same company. Terrence glances back after a few steps. Curiosity gets the better of me and I take a look also. Sure enough, they still haven't moved. Their eyes are trained on us, even while one is on their comm device. Oh, we gotta go, we gotta leave. That's when I feel my arm getting tugged and Terrence yanks me into a nearby alleyway.
Hey!
He looks at me gravely like he's about to... He looks at me gravely like he's about to ask me something very serious, then decides against it and looks away.
Terrence?
Did they know? No, there's no way. But did they see? Okay, make the call.
Terrence wipes out his comm device and quickly punches in a contact. It answers almost immediately.
How may I direct your call?
Herbert Quinn, please.
One moment.
Come on. Come on.
Quinn speaking.
Quinn, it's Terrence. Are we up?
Not as far as we can tell. What's the situation?
Protocol 6.
Understood. Please proceed and we'll get back to you.
Terrence grabs my arm again, speeding us through more alleys. It looks like we're heading back to his apartment.
Hey, what's going on?
No time. Please, just come with me for now.
Ugh, this is so frustrating.
I can run and talk at the same time.
Well, I can't.
He's now in a near... Sorry, that's what he's like. Well, yeah, I can't. Okay? My body doesn't work that way. He's now at a nearly full sprint, though it's not difficult to keep pace with him. I'll focus on running for now, but I still expect an explanation later. I barely managed to get myself through the front door before Terrence slams it shut.
Hey, careful!
Sorry.
He closes the curtains in a single motion that quickly disappears into the other room. He returns with 2 empty bags. Never seen him move so fast. That's definitely weird.
What's the rush? What's going on?
As if he didn't hear my questions at all, he continues talking to himself.
3 days should be enough. Can buy more later. Darn, gonna miss this shower.
Hello? Mr. Foster? Terrence!
Nothing I say gets through. He's in his own little world, rumbling about. I lean against the door. He's like, get run over by him. He pauses every so often and glances at his phone, neatly placed next to his bags. In no time, he's got 1 bag already stuffed to the brim with some clothes, a toiletry pouch, and dry snacks.
Last but not least.
He dashes to his locked nightstand and gingerly slides in a key from his pocket. The lock making a satisfying clink, as the key goes in.
About time.
Terrence, what's going on?
I'm stepping out for a second to take this call. Please, fill that second bag with what you'd like to take with you.
Take with me? Where are we going?
He immediately breaks eye contact with me as he heads to the kitchen.
Quinn, what took you so long? Listen, we have a situation.
The door is left slightly ajar, completely out of character of him. But now that he's out, this is a perfect opportunity. I quickly but discreetly make my way to Terrence's nightstand.
I mean, I'm technically helping him out by packing, right?
My hands dive for the key, softly turning it and pulling the drawer open.
Chips and a computer.
Who needs to lock up money in a PC? Emergency cash. Emergency PCs.
There's gotta be more. Oh,
Oh. While digging through the credit chips, I suddenly feel a phallus-shaped object. A bright purple anal toy pops into view. Tucked next to it is a small bottle of lube. I wouldn't have been surprised under normal circumstances, but knowing Terrence, this is really something. Storing these items under lock and key, he's set on keeping this part of him secret.
I thought I had you pegged, Terrence. Seems I was wrong.
I swiftly pocket the lube and close the dresser. The drawer. I meant to say drawer. For a moment, I contemplate grabbing the anal toy and stuffing it into Terrence's bag beneath his other belongings, but that would probably be a little too much. I then pack my own bag, taking my small selection of clothes and several tubes of paste. I change back into my dollhouse outfit and put my original jacket on. Packing didn't take as long as I thought, and Terrence still isn't back yet.
Just what the hell is going on?
Between this and the toy, I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay. What else is he hiding in that head of his? He's very private, and he's got all these layers to keep people out. I'd kill to be a neuron bouncing around his head. I realize my foot is rapidly tapping against the ground. Shit, the nerves are getting to me. This is an interesting sound. Music? It's weird. I hate it, actually. Before I'm able to compose myself, the door flies open.
Fuck! We're out of time. Okay, no point in panicking.
He zooms to his bag and the desk drawer, shoving in the contents and closing the bag with a sharp zip. I'm still coming to terms that I've heard Terrence swear when he addresses me.
Are you all set?
Yeah, I think I...
Great, now follow me.
Oh, right.
Hold up, what's going...
Later, Ian! Just come now!
Oh my god. The shouting I could do without, but I push off my questions for later. Terrence lifts both bags with ease and bolts for the exit. I shortly follow behind him. At the elevator, Terrence looks at the lights displaying the lift location to the building. It appears to be climbing up towards us, but it's still several floors away. Then Terrence gestured towards the stairs.
Sure, why not?
His hand immediately finds its place across my mouth. Terrence shakes his head, eyes wide and fearful. After checking both ends of the hallway, he and I sprint for the stairs.
Where are we headed?
The ground floor.
Why are we running?
We can't get caught.
Several scenarios run through my head.
Are you being sought after by debt collectors? I mean, that would explain why you have so little in your apartment.
I'm not in debt.
Well, if not that, then why?
Because of you, Ian?
Stop, just please, hold it for now.
I really hope this isn't his new default state. I noticed myself getting increasingly agitated at being ignored, jaw clenching out of frustration, and tried to take my mind off of it by counting the floor numbers as we descend. 12, 11, 10, 9. Terrence suddenly pushes up against the wall.
Ow!
A hand claps over my mouth again.
The maintenance elevator is here and open. We will casually walk out and get into it.
But that's off limits to residents, I imagine?
Ian, please do as I ask.
Fine.
I hear a light ding off. Oh, wow. Ding off in the distance. I hear a light ding go off nearby. That must be the elevator arriving on this floor.
All right, go.
He's trying to look casual, but his pace looks nothing like what a stroll should be. Then he makes a sharp 90-degree turn into the maintenance elevator. We hide behind the deeper side as he frantically presses the ground floor and close buttons.
They say the close button is actually a placebo.
Well, that may be, but it's making me feel better.
The doors close and the elevator begins moving.
What's going on?
We're headed somewhere very, very quickly.
I gathered that, but why? You said you'd eventually explain, and now seems like a good time to do so.
I'm sorry, Ian, but I truly cannot hold this conversation while focusing on getting us out. As promised, I will explain later. Could you please just go along, and silently?
Fine, but I'll be expecting a real, complete explanation. No more omitting facts for your own convenience.
I understand. Thank you.
The elevator chimes, and Terrence is quick to grab my hand and bolt down the more inconspicuous corridor. Words are hard. Terrence sighs in relief as we near an emergency exit. He cracks open the door, and I peek outside alongside him. Those are two sides, right next to each other.
All clear. Let's go.
Hopefully. I follow along as we sneak in the shadows of the adjacent buildings. Two GL patrol vans are parked in front of the building we just left, surrounded by patrollers and their superiors. While we're not full on running anymore, we're still walking too fast not to raise suspicion. We slip between the alleys of several buildings and eventually make our way to the street. The road is absolutely bustling. Making it difficult to hear much of anything.
Taxi!
Terrence flows madly and a vehicle soon pulls over beside us.
Where to?
I'll let you know later. Just head east for now. The faster the better.
Whatever, man.
Terrence pulls me into the car after him, placing our bags by our feet. I barely have the door closed before the driver floors it, banks hard, and shoots down the street. We must have been at it for a good hour, and Terrence still hasn't said where we were going. If grabbing one taxi wasn't hard enough, we switched taxis 2 more times after that. He also always paid with chips from the clip I saw in the drawer. Why? A card reader is always more readily available and easier, isn't it? I'm afraid to start a conversation with Terrence, fearing we don't have the privacy needed for him to share anything. He's constantly checking the windows and mirrors more than any of the drivers do, but the frenzy dies down when we finally pull up somewhere. Third taxi eases into the drop-off zone, popping its back doors as we come to a stop.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Same to you, sir.
This place looks different.
Yeah, it does.
I hold my breath as we walk inside a building that appears to be a hotel of sorts. It looks very run down and smells like it. Stiff archaic robots man the lobby, their movements rigid and choppy. I'm surprised they even move with all the rust covering their frame.
Hello, what is the reservation?
And their piecing speakers are grainy as hell.
The reservation's under DF.
Processing.
Oh god.
Oh, come on.
Confirmed. Please deposit payment into the machine below Lolo.
Terrence swiftly deposits the chips in the tray.
Counting.
I love this.
Confirmed. Please take the key from the key tray. Enjoy your stay.
Terrence reaches into the deep groove in the desk, pulling out an old key model.
Almost there.
Terrence's frenzied stride turns into a more shuffle, shoes hardly making any noise against the matted carpet. You arrive at room 416 after several odd turns. Terrence weakly slides the key into the knob, twists, and trudges into the dark room. I know I didn't say this before, but I hate that. I hate the return of this jacket. I thought we were over it. I thought we were free. I flip on the light switch I find near the door. Honestly, it's not half as bad as I thought it would be, judging from the look of the lobby. Terrence slings his bag onto one of the beds, looks at the closed door to our room, and proceeds to shut all the blinds.
You okay there?
Fine.
Sure.
One of the blinds jams just before reaching the center. That's a shame. I'd rather not have the window covered. It's not a bad view of the city. Terrence quickly claims one of the beds in the room, computer out and eyes glazed over. Take off my jacket and get in front of him, arms crossed, waiting for an explanation.
Have a seat, please.
I prefer to stand.
Terrence puts the computer aside.
I suppose you want some answers.
Please. Please and thank you.
Yes, start talking.
I'm not actually from the Guiding Light Corporation. I mean, I am officially, but it's not the only place where I work.
Okay.
You've probably figured this out, but GL is after us.
You mean they're after you?
Oh! A surge of anger from being constantly lied to and jerked around by Terrence compels me to grab him by the shirt. Oh!
Keep talking, you smug bastard! You made me believe you're from GL. You let me on for days, convinced me that you're trying to help.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Hold on. Perfect. My grip tightens on Terrence's shirt.
I don't know if I can believe anything you say anymore. Who are you?
My affiliation doesn't originate with GL, but I still care about helping you get back to your original state.
The hell does that even mean?
I'm from a different organization. I believe you saw my tattoo the other day. We're called Nightfall, and we...
Oh yeah, that little piece of artwork on your ass? Very uncharacteristic of you, by the way. I've heard about Nightfall, the terrorist group on the news all the time.
We're not terrorists. Quite the opposite, actually. We care about biots. Nightfall believes in the freedom and equality for biots and humans. We're working hard toward getting this device you came in contact with. What it did, and what it started, with its power we can finally make a dent in the system. Biots, with their own will, no longer automata, but living, feeling beings.
Terrence talks with such resolve and passion. His eyes sparkle and his expression is so intense, inspired.
Imagine the value it may have for biots. If we can study what happened to you, Ian, understand how the device affected you and replicate it, we can finally have an advantage.
This isn't the route I was thinking I was going to go down, but here we are.
A powerful tool to bring GL down. When we figure this out, can you imagine what we can accomplish?
And what is that?
Freedom. Complete independence from GL. Biots will be able to live side by side with humans as equals. Not many people realize how incredibly close biots are to humans, and you, Ian, are proof of that. Since interacting with the device, you're acting like a human. You have free will. You have emotions, feelings, preferences of your own. It's amazing and has never happened before. You're an accident we're all thankful for at Nightfall.
I can't believe this. You actually never intended to fix me.
The more I listen to him, the more incredible it all sounds. I've been played like a fool. And I feel so bad for him because this is like literally the whole thing. The real reason that he's doing any of this is because he's like, I just want to go back to being a robot and not feeling all this human emotions. Ugh, disgusting, gross. God. Oh, he punched him. Sorry, I got overwhelmed. Unable to hold back any longer, I throw a punch at Terrence.
This is for lying to me!
Another
And
punch.
this is for using me for your own selfish goals! For the interrogation? Stashing me in your apartment? Making me run away with you?
This is very... this is probably the dangerous side of biots, of feeling emotions. God, this is so much. I punch him again and shove him carelessly to the bed, ready to rain more hits on him. But something snaps me out of my frenzy. The look in Terrence's eyes, the fear and distress reflected at me, makes me pause. What am I doing? Am I actually attacking a human? What am I doing? My body is so tense that it's overwhelming. I have all the energy in the world to launch myself forward to make this seem fair, to hurt Terrence for what he did to me, for all the trouble he caused. I step towards the bed, and Terrence backs away. The bruises forming on his face are turning a deep red, and the smallest bit of blood drips from his mouth. I hit him pretty hard, and yet I only used a fraction of my strength. It slowly dawns on me how easily I could have injured this human. The thought suddenly makes me sick. How could I do this? If I didn't bother holding back, I could have split his skull in half. I have to leave. Now. I don't want to kill him. I'll reach out to Rico. She can help and get me to the real GL techs to help me, to save me from this.
Ian, I understand that you're upset. You've been lied to and feel used, but please, try to see it our way. Don't you want to live your life free? Do the things you want to do. Work and get paid, have time off, and just live for your own pleasure.
I let go of Terrence and he wipes some blood off his lips.
I gotta leave. I have to go.
The pain! I make my way to the door, trying to remember if I have any credit chips left to call a taxi.
Ian, wait! Don't go!
I'm not Ian. I'm an Elysian model number 532, an entertainment companion. I can't stay here. I don't want to hurt you. I need to get back to someone who's honest.
No! You can't go back! You don't understand! Nightfall can still help you! We will recover the device. I promise. I will do this for you. It's my main assignment, and I never lied about that.
Terrence gets up from the bed and approaches me with caution.
Our plan is to let you use the device once we get it, and keep you safe until then. Ian, you're very important to this cause. You're one of a kind. We can't let you fall into the hands of GL.
I'm just a thing after all, aren't I? An object you stash away and keep a secret?
Oh, the pain! Oh, the voice acting. This voice actor is so good. Like, every single time, every single time, every single time.
That's not what I meant.
That's what it sounded like. And you know what? I'm not interested.
His face, though. I have feelings. I'm gonna cry. TBH. Probably gonna cry. I'm crying. I'm tearing up a little bit. It's so... The voice acting is so good, okay? Don't look at me.
Maybe if you knew more about the work Nightfall does, you could even join the cause and help other buyouts be free.
You're just not getting it. I don't want to be free. I just want everything to go back to how it used to be. GL could still help me, which is why I need to go.
No, they can't. And they won't. What do you think GL will do to a buyout that can lift a hand against humans? They will kill you. They will shut you down and destroy your components.
Kill me? Why?
Because they can't repair you, Ian. Even if they had the device, they won't use it to help you. They won't know how to either. Buyouts are very hard to repair. It's less expensive to get them replaced than to spend months digging for a solution. I know GL's standard protocol for rogue buyouts. Buyouts are incredibly complex beings, and no one fully understands some of the factors that can influence you and...
What are you saying?
You can't go back to the way things were. GL won't assist you with getting back to normal, but Nightfall will try, once we get the device. The minute you get scanned by a GL buyout scanner, they'll bag you and take you for diagnostics. As soon as they find out you're beyond repair, they'll dismantle you, piece by piece. They can't afford to have a buyout around who cannot be controlled, who might start defending himself if treated poorly, who will put up a fight or simply refuse to do what he is told. You've been affected by the device, which GL has no interest in acquiring for your sake. Not only will it be impossible to reverse your state without the device, but GL will have you disposed of long before they find it.
Oh, man.
Shit!
Oh, man. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I'm having a lot of emotions. I'm smiling like a loon, though. I really love this storyline. Seems that I do need this device after all. When we get it, I'll use it, and everything will be back to normal, and then I'm sure they'll want me back, right?
Pretty much have no choice but to stay with you.
Ah, baby! Not like this! How dare you, Gabe? Terrence nods and I slide down to the floor.
I can't handle this.
I'm not gonna cry. What are you talking about? Look, listen. I'm gonna tell every single time there's a lot of emotion in this voice actor's voice and acting, and they're just doing an incredible job. I'm gonna be like, ah! You hear that in distance? That's me yelling over how wonderful this voice acting is. I feel tears starting to roll down my cheeks.
I can't go back. People start over all the time. Why not me?
If GL is really going to kill me as soon as I turn myself in, it's a dead end. Am I to be Terrence's study subject forever? Am I gonna... Can I actually put any more trust into someone who's already betrayed me?
It's just not fair.
I won't pretend to know exactly what you're feeling right now. It's a lot to take in at once.
Oh, that dreaded jacket. It's where it's where it belongs. On the floor! Okay. Terrence seats himself next to me on the floor.
I'm here for you.
Are you, though? Betrayal. A soft hand makes its way into my shoulder, gently but firmly grasping it.
I'm not blameless in all that's happened. I should have been truthful with you from the start, but we can start afresh, here and now. I am truly, sincerely sorry.
He's asking for my forgiveness. Tell him, to let me think about it. You don't deserve it. Let me think about it. Yeah, okay. Let me think. Oh, that's to say, I'd go that way. Let's go.
Why do you even care if I forgive you? Don't you just need me for your device thing?
Oh, baby. He has probably falling for you real hard.
I care because I care about you.
Alright, admission of feelings, we're gonna stop here. Thank you everyone for joining me. If you're interested in playing this game yourself, again, links in the description. Subscribe if you want to miss the next part. Oh. What else? Thank you to this month's patrons and members. My supporters, thank you so much. If you're interested in showing me support, I have links in the description, Patreon, Ko-fi, pick your platform. Early access to videos, exclusive access to other things, that is where you will get that. Hopefully I'll see you there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!